So right before recording this episode, I sent my friend that clip I had in the end screen of the last episode. I'm waiting on his reaction. If it comes in during this recording session, maybe I'll read it aloud.
Playing by yourself? Well, at least you won't come in second. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Is it a dog? Just answer yes or no to the various photos based on whether or not you think it's a dog or not. Then you'll win the game. How fun is that? Very.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. So let's get to it.
Get ready, time for question 1.
To get things rolling, high fructose fun syrup. Which of these food products does not contain corn syrup?
Oh dear.
Kellogg's Corn Pop Cereal, Brock's Candy Corn, State Fair Classic Corn Dogs, or Cracker Jack Caramel-Coated Popcorn and Peanuts?
I'm gonna have to go with the Fair Dogs.
Sorry, but most frozen corn dogs have corn syrup in them too. Makes them more fattening, which is a huge selling point amongst frozen corn dog eaters. The correct answer is... the sweetness in Kellogg's Corn Pops comes merely from sugar and the love they put in.
Alright, fine.
I like foods with as much corn as possible. That's why I'm pleased to announce my very own new product, Cookie Masterson's genetically modified corn-covered corn nubbins. Oh, I'm eating one now. Oh, the cream corn and corn nuts go so well together. Get some today.
Ignore everything. Pay more attention to that software notification than Cookie.
Take a stab at Fly Me to the Clune. And this dis or dat is hurtling through the cosmos.
Might as well get it out of the way now. Hopefully save our
I'm
score.
going to read off 7 titles, and for each one you tell me if it's a scientific publication by Galileo Galilei or a George Clooney movie.
Oh
If
boy.
it's Galileo, press the left arrow. If it's Clooney, press the right arrow. Okay, let's move.
Play!
Solaris, Gravity, The Starry Method, The
Gee whiz.
Assayer,
Gee whiz!
Dusk Till Discourse on Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Galilei, no.
Wow, $48.
You know, sometimes when I look up in the night sky into the deep expanse of space, I can't help but wonder, why wasn't Monuments Men a better movie? Just one of the mysteries of the universe, I suppose.
Dance with me, Discovery. What did that really kill the mood? Okay, let's try.
Next up.
Try again.
You know what they say about the size of a man's frets? Considering the respective sizes of their instruments, which of these male musicians is the least likely to be accused of compensating for something? A clarinet player, a piccolo player, an oboe player, or a bassoon player?
I think it's bassoon.
Oh no, they're definitely compensating for something. Big time. It's so obvious. The piccolo is
Really?
actually a half-sized flute and the smallest of these instruments. So the piccolo player seems the least likely to be compensating for the size of their, other instrument. And as long as I've already gone through the trouble of setting up this premise, I would just like you to know, I play a kazoo. Say hello to Alt-Shift Medicine. I've been getting into Eastern medicine lately because I hate taking lots of pills, but this is kind of weird. My specialist gave me a fortune cookie.
Fortune cookie, cookie Swift, cookie fortune cookie Masterson.
Not that I'm complaining. I love cookies. Let's see what my fortune says. Prescription. 1 cookie AC. Oh, weird. It's a prescription. I'm not great with medical abbreviations, though. When was I supposed to eat my cookie? First thing in the morning, before a meal, after a meal, or at bedtime?
I believe it's first thing in the morning. It's not.
Were you thinking of this one? AC
Nope.
is a common medical abbreviation used on prescriptions and means before meal. Uh-oh, I already ate dinner today. That means I took this fortune cookie at the wrong time. I just hope there's no side effect. Nothing so far. Guess it didn't make a difference after all. Do you smell burning plastic?
No. Well, we're already halfway through the game, and I am in the negatives by a lot. We really need to get some of these right.
Why not try? Till the closing credits do us part. If it followed the processional order of a traditional Christian wedding, what movie would probably have come out immediately after Bridesmaids, assuming the maid of honor is a bridesmaid? A raunchy comedy called Groomsmen? A gross-out comedy called Ring Bearer? A racy comedy called Father of the Bride? Or in a traditional Christian wedding, the bridesmaids come out, including the maid of honor last. Then the ring bearer immediately follows, then the flower girl, then the bride. The best part of the Ring Bearer movie is when the ring bearer comes down the aisle and steps in a huge crap left by Melissa McCarthy. That about does it for round one. And lucky for you, there's room for improvement. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round two. And remember, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer to the game. All right, you ready? Too bad.
Yeah, literally. Help me! I'll save 6!
Coming up next, Animation Dumb-ination. Which member of the Griffin family from Family Guy most likely got a recent APGAR score? Stewie, Peter, Brian, or Meg?
Shoot, I think one of these is a dog, but I don't remember who. Let's try Stewie.
The APGAR scale is a detailed test used to assess the overall health of newborn babies, something that Stewie Griffin, a baby, experienced the most recently.
Nice. I did not watch Family Guy.
And based on the shape of his head, he should have gotten an F-.
Question 7.
Who's the dog in Family Guy, by the way?
How about keep your hellos to yourself?
Hello.
Which one of these pop stars is giving a polite Tibetan greeting? Miley Cyrus sticking out her tongue, Justin Bieber flipping the bird, Britney Spears flashing her crotch, or Lady Gaga? In Tibet, some people stick out their tongue as a greeting to show you they don't have a black tongue. If they did, it would mean they are the reincarnation of a cruel 9th century king.
Well, lovely.
Not that anyone would ever suspect Miley Cyrus of being the reincarnation of a cruel 9th century king. Everybody knows she's the reincarnation of Hannah Montana. Duh.
I'm gonna go with the incarnation of that king, dude.
It's time for trivia and stuff. Where might the CEO of Linens and Things go to shop for the materials needed to make all the store's linen and things? Flax plants and things, agave seeds and things, sheep wool and things, or silkworms and things?
I would want to say flax plants.
Linen is made from the fiber of the
'cause it's
flax
right.
plant, and things are made from other things, presumably. So this might be where the CEO goes to shop. Although he would probably make somebody else do the shopping for him. I mean, this is a guy who is too lazy to finish spelling the word and.
9.
Here's one for you. Low spirits. As some of you may know, our studio is haunted by a ghost named Dennis. Well, I'm proud to announce that today I've promoted Dennis to be a writer.
Ooh, thank you, Mr. Masterson.
It's great because not only is Dennis hilarious, I found out that I'm not legally required to pay a ghost. Which reminds me, Kyle, you're fired.
Again? But you already fired and rehired me twice this week.
Yeah, you're fired again. So Dennis, let's get you a desk and figure out how to get you in the credits at the end of the game. How should the end credits read if Dennis the Ghost writes for our former writer, Kyle Mortensen? Written by Dennis the Ghost. Written by Dennis the Ghost and Kyle Mortensen. Written by... A ghostwriter is employed to write for someone but does it under their employer's name. So get ready for a lot more questions about rattling chains and moaning and unfinished business, trapping oneself in this mortal realm, blah blah blah.
Ooh, I also have some ideas for questions about Breaking Bad. Ooh.
No good.
Well, it's time for the final question of the game, and we're already know we're not in the negatives anymore.
And now, flash 'em if you got 'em. What would you expect to see in a spring break video called Girls Gone Call of the Wild? Girls exposing themselves as they harpoon a whale, girls lifting their shirts as they fight in the Spanish Revolution, girls flashing their breasts as they pan for Klondike Gold, or naked girls committing cannibalism in the Andes.
I thought so.
This would have worked.
Damn
the novel
it! I
Call
almost
of the
picked that
Wild
one.
follows a sled dog and his owners during the Klondike Gold Rush. But there is no nudity in the actual book Call of the Wild unless you count the doodles I made in the margins.
Well, let's get on with it. No point in crying over spilled milk.
Brace yourself for the attack. Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. Don't forget my advice. When it comes to do's and don'ts, let's focus on the don'ts.
Don't get mad. Why? Okay. Get even! Don't go crying over spilled milk! Good thing I know these advices. Don't fear. The Reaper. Don't mess. I know this one and it's awesome. Don't mess. Don't mess. Come on. With Texas. Don't bite. Ooh, I don't actually know this one. Don't bite with Texas. Oh, okay, that was a trick. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Don't ask. Tell. How about those advices? Keep them in mind as you grow up, kiddies.
That's all she wrote! One piece of advice I never take is don't dip your pen in the company ink, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, the pen is your penis, and the company ink is this jar of company ink. Hey, look, I can write my name!
You don't know Jack!
I will see you next time. By the way, the response I got to sending that clip to my friend is just XD. And then a receipt for the tracking number for my Christmas gift. That's lovely. Enjoy this end screen gag.